92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A really good way to ensure that you're probably not going to get a second date is if you're a dude and you're out with the girl that you're taking out on a first date and she says, hey, I don't really want to go anywhere else. Can we just sort of stay here? And then you go, no! You're coming with me somewhere else whether you like it or not.
Good.
They love that.
Uh-huh.
That's apparently what happened with Justin, who is on the phone with us right now. He wants to call a girl named Carla. In his email, he said that he planned a fun little date where they were going to go like bar hopping to a bunch of bars. Mm-hmm. And by the time they got to their third one, she wanted to leave it. He was like, no, we have to go to the fourth bar. I planned 4 bars. And so that's why he thinks he's not getting a call back. Justin, did you do it like that, or were you not as aggressive as I picture it?
I don't think I was quite as aggressive as that.
Okay. So why don't you tell us how it happened?
So we're at the third bar, and we're having a great time, but she starts to complain that her feet are starting to hurt. And I didn't think too much of it. You know, like, girls complain about that all the time.
Is she wearing... Now, was she wearing heels to this bar hopping date?
Yeah, well, they were kind of like, not like high heels.
Did you tell her prior to the date that this was what you guys were going to be doing, walking a lot?
Well, no, because I wanted to surprise her, because I thought that would be more fun, kind of like an adventure, you know?
If I was wearing date night heels and I had to walk to 3 different bars, it makes you feel like you want to cut your feet off. Really, sometimes it hurts that bad.
Well, I didn't think it was that. They looked pretty comfortable for high heels.
Do you know how many high heels have you worn, Justin?
A couple, but that's another story.
All right. So she was complaining about her feet hurting, but you still made her go to another bar?
Yeah, because the next one I knew was going to be awesome, and it's like one of my favorite places, and I knew she would really like it. And so I'm like, come on, let's go. And she's like, oh, but my feet. I'm like, no, come on, we'll go to the other bar. It'll be awesome. She's like, I really don't want to go because my feet are killing me. Why don't you get it? And I'm like, come on, so take your shoes off and let's go.
Oh, the good old Vegas
So just
trick.
pressuring her into going to the next bar.
Yeah, I offered to even carry her shoes.
Okay, but if she says,
I like that.
but if she says she wants to stay, why not just go? Okay, maybe we can go to the fourth bar a different time.
I don't know. I was just excited. I was
Okay.
excited. I was in the moment. I wanted to show her around. I guess I probably should have thought about that because she seemed pretty upset. She was kind of pissed off.
So when you got to the fourth bar, was she just like done talking to you at that point? How would you know she was upset?
Yeah, kind of. Like, I went and I got the drinks, and she's, like, sitting there with her arms crossed, and she's kicked off her shoes, and she's, like, looking around. I'm like, hey, isn't this place great? And she's like, yeah, whatever. And
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, no.
she was, like, totally giving me the cold shoulder, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this didn't go as well as I had hoped.
So how did everything end then after that?
I got her tab, and I, like, went in to give her a hug, and then, like, a kiss goodnight, and she was just like, bye, and she got in the cab and closed the door.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. No kiss. Not even, like, she didn't give me a hug, not even a handshake.
Oh.
Like,
Not
nothing.
even a handshake.
So she was definitely upset that you drug her to that other bar.
Yeah, she, like, grabbed her shoes out of my hands because I was carrying them. Like, I get that she was upset, you know, her feet were sore and stuff like that, but that bar was awesome. It's, like, the best bar. I don't know how she was not having a good time.
How did that bar not win her over? Gosh.
Seriously, it's, like, so good. It's, like, there's so much going on. It's, like, just a party. And I'm like, look around. Forget about your feet. Look around.
Look around you.
Take this bar in. Enjoy it for what it is.
So you definitely screwed up by doing that.
Okay, I know it sounds, like, bad, but, like, before that last bar, though, we were having, like, such a good time. We were laughing. She was, like, poking fun at me and laughing. I was poking fun at her and laughing. She even, like, she looked at my shirt and she was like, that's a terrible color on you.
And you liked that?
Well, yeah, she's like, I love someone who's honest. Because, like, you know, most first dates, it's like, you don't know what to say. It's, like, really superficial. You're talking about, you know, your job or the weather or something. Mm-hmm. But she, like, came right out and told me my shirt looked horrible. And I thought, that's refreshing.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess you're right.
It was just like such a good time.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
Like 6 or 7 times. Like, I texted a lot, and I called her a couple of times, but mostly just texting.
It's like you're forcing this and the last bar all together.
Well, I mean, I don't understand why she wouldn't want to get back to me. Like, we had such a good time, and that bar was awesome. I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
I will say, by the fourth bar, if your feet hurt, sometimes that's all you can think about. So maybe it really wasn't you. Maybe she was just legitimately in pain.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, most people, if they were out on a first date with someone and that person insulted them in the first 15 minutes, they'd be like, all right, I probably don't want to see them again. Yeah. Not Justin, though. The guy who's on the phone to do a second date update today, he went out with a girl named Carla. Shortly into their date, she said, I hate your shirt. It looks terrible on you. And instead of going like, wow, that was rude, maybe I don't want to see this girl again, he was like, oh, I love you so much.
I feel like it's going to be the first time we do a second date update where I'm truly not worried about this guy's feelings. Like, we could call her, she could say something really mean, and he's going to be like, awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. I know.
She wasn't mean. I don't think she wasn't mean. I mean, there's a difference between mean and honesty.
It's sort of like if someone's like, I'm punching you, but I still love you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's like that. It's like
It's like that.
the big difference is that she is honest, and that is like so rare to come by, and especially like so immediately in a date. Like the world needs more people like that.
To a point, Justin, I feel like she's one of those people that's like, I just have no filter.
Yeah.
And those people say that because they're using that as an excuse to just not say, I'm just kind of an a-hole. Yeah.
No, I think she's saying it because she cares. That's what I think.
Okay.
All right.
Cares so much she didn't call you back.
Well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see exactly why she's not getting back to you, okay?
Okay, cool.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Carla, please?
this is she.
Hey, Carla, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Okay. Do you have the wrong number?
I'm pretty sure I don't have the wrong number. Did you recently go out on a date with a guy named Justin?
Yeah, why do you know that?
Because Justin listens to our show and asked me to call you.
What? Why?
Because he told us about your date, said that he really enjoyed going out with you, but you won't return any of his phone calls or
God.
or text messages, and he wanted to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
So I don't answer his text, and then he calls a radio show to get a hold of. Oh my God.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Any interest in telling us why you won't call Justin back?
I can't believe that he wants me to call him back. Why is he so interested in me?
He said he really enjoyed your date and wants a chance to go out with you again.
Oh my God. What is wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with this guy? Is it hard to believe that somebody would want to go out with you again, Carla?
I mean, I don't think that it was that great of a date.
And why is that?
It was long and painful, and I think I was getting kind of cranky at the end of it, and then it was a very abrupt goodbye when I left, and then, and then I haven't responded to any of his texts or calls.
By long and painful, let me ask you this. He told us about your date. He said that he drugged you to a bunch of bars, and by the third one, you said your feet were hurting, and you didn't want to go to the fourth bar, but he made you go to that one. Did that piss you off?
Yep.
Okay.
What? Why wouldn't you just leave at that point, though? Like, call a cab on your own, get an Uber.
I know. I was going to leave after the third one, but he really wanted to go to this fourth one, and he was like this sad little kid that really wanted to go to this fourth bar. And kept saying how great it was, and I was like, well, what's great about it? He goes, oh, see, you guys see, it's just so awesome. And I felt bad for him. He had this whole plan. I felt like I'd let him finish this master date plan that he had. So,
Okay, that was nice.
It sounds like you absolutely hated being out with this dude.
I mean, it was like fun. He bought me a bunch of drinks, so that was nice. That was fine.
How was the final bar? Was it as great as he had promised?
It was a normal bar, and we go to the back, and he wanted to show me this old jukebox that they had. He acted like it was the only bar that had a jukebox in it. Didn't have the heart to tell him that most bars have that.
Most bars.
There's a lot of bars with jukeboxes. You know, Carla, I feel like you and I could be friends. We both seem to have the same zest for life. Like that's a stupid jukebox.
I just wasn't into it. Wasn't having a great time at the end. But he just, he wouldn't get the hint. I think I even told him his shirt looked terrible. And he goes, oh, you're so honest. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, he told us all about that. He was like, I love her honesty, man. She ripped on my clothing.
Yes, it was so. It's like, is this a joke? And then to be texting and calling me, I couldn't. I like dropped the phone the first time I saw him calling. I was like, what is he thinking?
Why didn't you just send him a text? I mean, because obviously he wasn't getting the point.
If you would have texted him back and said, no, I don't ever want to see you again, you would have been like, oh man, there she is being honest again. I love it.
I know. Like, who knows how he could have read that, and then he would have, yeah.
Carla, thank you very much for telling us a little bit about your date with Justin. I appreciate it.
Talking about the date was ended up being more fun than the actual date.
Oh, sad.
Well, since you were honest with us, I feel like I should be honest with you and let you know that Justin is actually on the phone listening to this conversation.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Why?
Because we think it's funny.
That's true.
Is he for real on there? No, he's not.
I don't understand. We so clicked. I know your the last part wasn't so great, but the first part was really great. And I took your advice to heart. I got all these new shirts and everything.
No, I just don't think that we did click though.
No, but you totally got me, and that's what I was like. You were so authentic. You were so honest, and I was just like, that's amazing. That's the kind of person I want to date. That's the kind of person I want to be around.
Well, that's very flattering, but I just unfortunately do not feel the same way.
And that jukebox is like an authentic, from 1963. It plays old 45s. I mean, you can't find that anywhere anymore. And it's functioning, and it's amazing. It's got it's just not a match. I'm sorry. I made fun of your shirt. I feel like I just looked bored the whole time. I was texting with friends while you were talking. What were you not getting that I wasn't interested? You had to force me to go to the fourth bar. I was ready to go home.
Carla, I feel like you didn't even give him a chance from the beginning. It sounds like he walked into the bar and you were already done with him.
No, it started off fine. The first bar, we had a couple drinks, and it was kind of small talk. And then we got to the second bar, and that's when boredom set in, and I was just bored, but I felt bad, and I felt like I had to do, the whole bar crawl for him.
I don't know. I guess I just read this wrong. I thought we were a great match. I thought we had a really good chemistry, and I don't know. I'm shocked.
Yep, you're right, Justin. We are a perfect match.
Really?
No. Justin, I'm being sarcastic again. Come on. You got to follow along with the conversation.
Poor Justin.
Hey, at this point, I think it's a great time to ask Carla if she would like to go on a second date with Justin. Carla, I will pay for a second date. Would you like to go out with Justin again?
No.
Am I not picking up on the sarcasm now?
You're not getting Jubal.
I thought you were being sarcastic at first. Second date, no. Thank you very much, but no.
Oh, man.
Justin, sorry, man.
Well, I guess thanks for trying. I guess I have to get better at, following sarcasm.
No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. You don't have to get better at picking up sarcasm at all.
Thanks, man.
No, I was being sarcastic. Jesus.
I'm not getting it. Okay?
Clearly.
I don't get it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Some people call to do a second date to find the person they want to be tied down to for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
While others want to do a second date just to get in touch with the person they want to tie down for an evening.
Whoa.
And that's the kind of second date we have today. Todd is on the phone. Apparently he met a woman named Gina, and she's not calling him back. He doesn't want a long-term thing, but he does want to see if he can get one more date to try to get some action.
What? So no wonder she's not calling you back.
What's up, Todd?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good. So you really don't want a relationship with the girl that you want to call today, but you do want to try to hook up with her? Is that what I got from your email?
Yeah, I mean, sure, that'd be nice,
Sure.
but I'm more curious kind of what the hell happened after I hung out with her.
Okay.
Okay.
And before we get too far into this, she wasn't looking for a relationship either, right?
Well, we actually only hung out one night at a bar, so we didn't really get to that part of the conversation.
All right.
Okay.
Well, how did you meet her?
Well, we met at the bar where we were hanging out at.
Oh, okay.
so-
So that's it.
So
That's
you met her just one night. You didn't actually have like an official date.
No official date. I tried to do an official date, but she was not returning my calls.
okay.
Oh.
And did you approach her at the bar, or what happened there?
No, actually, she initiated it. She started talking to me. I was
Really?
just out with my friends, and she approached me while I was at the bar.
Dude,
Wow.
I appreciate
Nice.
that. I love when women take the first step. That's rad.
Oh, yeah, it's rare when it happens, but
Yeah.
that's what attracted me to her.
Does this happen to you a lot? Are you a guy that girls hit on often?
No, never. That's
Oh.
why this is so amazing.
And how was it when she approached you? She would walk up and be like, "You want to buy me a drink, Dad?" Or something. I mean, that's what I would imagine happens. It's never really happened
No,
to me.
because
But
then you like give up the whole control thing if they're the one buying you a drink.
Well, I mean, she was actually really cool. She wasn't like some girl just trying to get drunk off of my money.
Yeah.
She said, "You look fun," which was the first thing she said to me.
Oh.
That's cool.
Oh.
Nice
all right.
line. Because
That's
that
a great
could mean
line.
anything.
Yeah.
That could mean fun in bed. That could mean fun at an amusement park. I don't know.
Good line.
Yeah, actually, that line worked on me, but come to think of it, any line a girl would tell me at a bar would work for me, too.
Yeah. Hey, sir, could you move out of my way? Absolutely, I'll buy you a drink. No, that's not what I'm saying. Did you hang out with her all evening?
Pretty much, yeah. We were talking all evening. She thought I was really funny, which was nice and rare, so we...
Rare.
I was hanging out with her while my buddies just sort of kept drinking.
I get why you want to do a second date now. This is a very rare evening for you. A woman hit on you for once, and then she also thought you were funny.
Whoa.
Yeah, actually, and she also said I was young and energetic. Well, that sounds positive. I like that.
I don't know.
It sounds like she
That
was actually looking for you to spend some time in the bedroom. Like, you look like you're bendy. You look spry.
It's kind of a weird thing to say, though. Was she a lot older than you?
She's a little older, yes. I didn't get her age, but I could tell she was a little older than me.
Okay.
Like-
So, like cougar older?
Could be, yeah. I mean, it was dark, and I was drinking, so
Yeah.
I could very well be that. I hope not too old, but
Okay.
I
So
could tell she was older.
she was older. She wasn't like 22 years old.
No, not at all. But, I'll tell you, I like women with experience. That's always
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, and plus, there's no question about her intentions. If you're an older woman, you know what you want, and you go straight for it, man.
Clock's running out. You got to get it in while you can.
Yeah, that's kind of also what sort of drove me to, want to hang out with her again, really.
All right.
I can totally
Yeah.
see this.
So wait, how did the night end?
So she actually gave me her phone number and said, let's get together sometime soon so we can have a lot of fun.
Oh,
All right.
Man.
wow.
A lot of fun.
She is sassy.
Yeah.
Did you guys make out or anything?
We made out a little bit. I was, at that point, it was like closing time, so I was pretty gone. But
Okay.
Last call.
some
Okay.
stuff happened, yeah.
So a little bit of stuff happened there, and it sounds like she wants a lot of bit of stuff to happen later.
You would think that, but that's why I'm wondering what the hell happened. 'Cause she's not returning any of my messages.
And,
All right.
and what do you say to her in your messages?
I mean, the first message I left, I said, hey, this is Todd, and I'm ready to have some fun.
Is that right?
I like that. And you haven't heard anything back from the messages that you've left her?
I haven't heard anything back, not any, and I've left her a few, so I don't know what's up.
Okay.
Maybe she's just been busy. I feel like a woman like this has many young, spry gentlemen in waiting.
That's okay. I mean, just call me back and let me know.
Nice. Cool.
Not hating.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then we'll call her and get your second date, all right?
Cool, thanks, guys.
Yeah, man, hang on. Right in the middle of a second date, and if you're just joining us, Todd is on the phone, and Todd is a victim of a cougar attack. That's right.
That's the weakest cougar I've ever heard.
It's vicious.
Little tiny little cougar.
Oh, okay.
But he was at a bar when a woman approached him named Gina, and she said, "You look fun."
Oh, hey.
And then they hung out, had some drinks, made out a little bit. Then she gave him her phone number at the end of the night and said, "Call me for even more fun." But he's been trying to call and has heard nothing back. So he's curious why someone would be so aggressive with him at the bar and then not call him back. Todd, are you ready to go?
I am, yes. Thank you.
Are you sure? That didn't give you like PTSD or anything? Hearing that cougar again.
No, I don't know what the hell that was, but
Yeah.
I hope it explains something what the hell's going
I
on.
don't
Wow.
know either, man.
Now, you don't know this woman's exact age, but if you had to guess, what do you think the age gap between you two is?
I think realistically maybe 12
Okay.
years apart.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Enough of a gap to be
No.
a cougar, though.
Or a small kitten. I'm still not sure what your definition. Yeah. That's like Todd's just little catnip at this point.
All right, Catnip, are you ready to make the phone call?
Yeah, please. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Gina.
She's not here at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yeah. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Can you spell that, please?
Yeah, it's Jubal.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, who? Real quick, who is this that I'm speaking with?
This is Dennis.
Dennis. And how do you know Gina?
She's my wife.
Oh. Okay. Did you know she's going to be back later? Because I kind of want to talk to her about something.
And you need to speak with her about...
Well, it'd be better if I talked to her about it. I just want to steal a few minutes of her time, so. You might just be able to tell her I called. I can try back. Do you know when she'll be back?
I don't actually, but I could take a message for you.
Yeah, I think it's probably better if I call back.
If I may ask, what does a radio station want to talk to her about?
Well, we do a segment on our show,
No.
and it kind of reconnects old friends. So we had one of our friends email us to get a hold of her, so that's all.
So some old friend wants to connect with her?
Yeah, just like a buddy of hers.
I mean, I'm sure I would know who it is.
Yeah, maybe not on this one. I don't know. I think they go back a ways.
Well, I guess I could tell her that you called. What's the name of this person?
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd. He's been trying to get a hold of her.
Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. I think I might know what this is about.
Really?
Did she just meet this guy?
Yes, she did.
How do
She
you-
just met a dude
At a
named...
bar?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you know about this?
Oh, yes, I know all about it.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
I am
All
so
right.
sorry. I am like my heart is in my throat right now.
I'm sorry,
Whatever you
man.
guys are going through.
We do a segment on our show where when people meet somebody out at a bar or something like that and they want to get a hold of them, they email us to see if we can figure out why they're not calling them back. That's why we were calling.
You know what? Just let them know that we haven't had a chance to call them yet.
What?
Yeah, no, just tell him that.
Wait, can you repeat yourself one more time?
Just let him know that she's been away. She's been, out the past week, and we haven't gotten the chance to, to contact him yet.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you sure you know what's going on here?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is going on then?
Gina hit it off with him, I think, at a bar the other night.
What?
Okay,
And,
so you do know what's going on.
oh, yeah.
What?
So you're cool with her hitting on another dude out at the bar?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
The plan?
Plan?
Oh, it's
Well-
just dawning on me.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so
Wait.
this
Yeah,
is
no,
okay. This is all okay with you.
Yes, it's very okay with me.
So you guys are in like an open relationship or something.
What is
you're
going
saying.
on right now? What?
Oh, Todd.
Well, Todd, I think that you are about to be a third wheel.
Hello?
You've got quite the invitation, sir.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Loud and
Dennis,
clear.
we can hear you. What you just heard was Todd, who is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, Todd is
oh.
on the other line because Todd
Oh, my God.
was hoping to be able to talk to your wife Gina about the night that they met.
Hey, man, you know what? I didn't know she was married. She didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, well, that's all part of the game.
Part of the
Oh my
game.
God.
What?
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking to a girl at a bar that was really into me.
Yeah, she was. She came home, told me all about you, and I was like, yeah, let's let's meet him.
Oh my
This is
God,
amazing.
Todd,
Wait.
are you freaking out right now?
Wow.
Yeah, this is insane. It's insane.
Like insane in a good way, Todd, or insane?
No.
Oh,
No,
I'm
not
just
in a
checking.
good way.
You know,
What are you talking about? This is no. I don't go out for threesomes. This is crazy.
Look, Todd, I totally get it. This is might sound weird and stuff, but if you wanted to give it a shot, she took a selfie, I think, with you, and I thought you were cute, and she thought you were cute, and we think you're cute. So
Oh my God.
quite the compliment, Todd.
I'm embarrassed.
Stop laughing. It's not. I don't even think this is funny. I think you're setting me up.
I promise you this, we did not set you up at all.
I think it's really funny.
Todd, you need to relax. Okay, it's fun. It's an interesting thing, and spices things up. I mean, come on, you've never done this before in college or high school or any point?
High school, my God.
I mean, is this your way to get me to come over so you can beat the shit out of me? Is that what this is?
Todd, it's the exact opposite, actually.
Well, Dennis, aren't you a
I
smooth
love
talker?
you, not hate you.
No, I'm serious, Todd. If you want to come over, we'd love to have you sometime.
Oh my God.
Hey, Todd, I mean, you were really attracted to his wife at one point.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
good.
at one point. I mean, but now I'm talking to a man, and that whole thing. Anything I thought might happen is completely out the window.
Come on, Todd. I mean, my wife's beautiful, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Know what I mean?
it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, Todd, would you like to go out with Dennis and his wife Gina for a second date?
oh my God, I
We will
only-
pay for it.
I have one word to answer that. No.
No? Are you sure?
The only reason I'm disappointed is because I wanted it to be our first time, too, for you guys.
Guys, I can't even believe this happened.
Todd, come on. What's your weekend look like? What's your schedule like this weekend?
Dude, Dennis wants it to happen. Gina wants it to happen. Todd, come on, get on board.
Again, definitely not.
Are you sure, Todd? It's Saturday. It's going to be fondue night.
Fondue.
Wow.
Man. Save the extra cheese sauce for Todd.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A lot of guys will try to pump up their job a little bit when they're on a date, say that they make a little more money than they do, maybe say that they're a manager or something when they're not, maybe say that they're even employed. Who knows? Kevin, who's on the phone today for a second date update, might have gone a little too far in trying to impress the girl he's interested in. He wants us to call today. Kevin, how are you?
I'm all right, guys. How's it going?
Good. Kevin, first of all, what do you do for a living?
I work at Home Depot.
Okay.
Okay,
It's a fine
Kevin,
job.
what did you tell the girl that you want us to call today that you do for a living?
I told her that I might play a little bit for the Seattle Sounders.
Oh,
Kevin claimed to play for the Seattle Sounders, the Major League Soccer team.
Why?
So that's a big lie, trying to tell a girl that you're a professional athlete when you just work at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Kevin, why would you think that would ever be a good idea?
You know what? It just all kind of happened. I was with my buddies, and we were kind of joking about it, and one of them kind of dared me, and I did play soccer. I once went to an open tryout for the Sounders, so, they were like, yeah, you should do it. You should do it.
All
And
right.
I did it, and I kind of crossed that point of no return where, one lie becomes another lie, and it just snowballed and got out of control.
Oh, my
And
God.
pretty soon you're their number one scorer, and she's like, I've never heard of you before. You're like, yeah,
I
well,
never said no. I never said that. I mean, I was stupid enough to do it, but I wasn't stupid enough, because I know she can go look it up or whatever. So I told her that I had been placed on injured reserve for a while.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that when you're rehabbing from injured reserve, like they put you on a special practice list, and you practice with the team as you're rehabbing, but you don't show up on the roster.
So you guys had extensive conversations about this.
Yes. Oh my God, because she was all into it, and then so obviously, she's all into it. Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, you can't. I have a friend who actually looks like Sidney Rice, who used to play for the Seahawks. Big, tall dude, like long braids and everything else. And he'll tell girls that he is Sidney Rice, and they'll believe him, and he'll just hook up with them that night and then never call him
That's
again.
the thing. It's not like I said I was Richard Sherman. Like, you know what I mean? Like I went with the Sounders. I tried to go just a little more low-key than the Seahawks.
That's probably a smart way to go.
Yeah.
So she was obviously impressed by the fact that you were a professional athlete. Did you end up hooking up with her? What happened?
Yeah, like, she was all into me, and we were hooking up, and then it was like, she kind of kept dropping hints about, like, she would totally go back to my place, but I don't live in a place that I think a Sounder would live in, necessarily.
Hey, Major League Soccer salaries are pretty low. If you got a one-bedroom apartment, you might be all right.
It's true.
But there's no pictures of me, there's no framed uniform on the wall or anything. You know what I mean? So I was all worried about that, and, like, it kind of ruined my night anyways, because all I started thinking about was how to keep this lie going.
Right.
And she was just a cool girl, and we could have had a good time.
At what point in the night was the regret really setting in?
I guess it hit me when, like, I actually started liking her. I mean, at first I was like, yeah, she's hot and, like, whatever. But then I actually, like, liked her when I was talking to her, and I was like, oh, my God. Like, I want to go out with this girl again, but, like, it's hard enough to keep this going for, like, 20 minutes. How can I, eventually I got to tell her the truth.
Yeah, let's say you guys get together and you guys fall in love and get married. At some point, you're going to have to tell her that you're not an athlete.
Yeah.
So how did everything end with her?
Well, the night was great, and, like, her friends were kind of, like, lingering and kind of, like, not necessarily knowing if she wanted to be left alone or not. And so then, like, I tried to play it all cool because I couldn't take her to my place anyways. I was just like, it's all right. Like, I got physical therapy in the morning, and, like, I got to get up early. And so she's like, oh, yeah, you get your rest and everything. And I was like, this is awesome. And she was all into me, and she, like, kissed me goodnight, and, and she was like, call me. And so then the next day I texted her. I was like, hey, I had a good time last night. It was really fun hanging out. Like, let's do this again soon. And I didn't get anything for, like, almost 24 hours after I texted her the first time. So, like, the next day, I got a text back, and she was like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
Whoa. All right.
Do you think she found out? She Googled your name or something?
Probably.
Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, she would have had to have done, like, some extensive research because, like, I gave her so much crap about I was on injured reserve, and then they place you on a practice roster, and, like,
and they take your name completely off the internet. And...
or like, I've asked my buddies, too, if, like, any of them said something to her friend, and now they're not telling me, but, like...
Right.
But you do know that she does not want to talk to you because the text that she sent you said...
Yeah, she made that kind of clear, but here's why I'm calling you guys. Like, I honestly believe, like, you strip all that stuff away, and we actually liked each other.
Okay.
And, like, I think if we could just get to the point where she was, like, willing to go out with me again, like, I think it would be cool, and I think, everything might be fine.
So when we call her and get her on the phone for your second date update, how do you want us to play it then? Am I going to tell her that I'm calling for a sounder?
No. No.
I think get her on the phone if you guys can, and, like, that's the first step, and then, like, don't tell her right off the bat, but, like, if she does know already, then, I want a chance to apologize. But, like, if she doesn't know, then maybe just, like, help me get to the second date. And then, on the second date, I can, like, tell her myself and do the right thing.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Sounds good, guys.
All right, man. Hang on.
Because I'm all about that bass,
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'll admit, I've probably told a lie or two on a first date to try to impress a girl. But I've never done what Kevin, who is on the phone with us right now, has done. He told a girl that he plays for the Seattle Sounders. I've never claimed to be a professional athlete, went on a date, probably because nobody would even believe me whatsoever. If I was a little bigger in stature, maybe I would try it. I don't know. Kevin, are you about ready to call Jamie?
I guess so.
Okay, and the last thing she sent you was a text that said, I don't want to talk to you. The point of this is to find out if she went home and Googled you and found out that you weren't, and that's why. And if she didn't find that out, you don't want me to tell her. You want me to just see if I can get you a date so that when you do go out with her, you can break the news and say, I'm sorry I lied to you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And
All right,
lying is so complicated. Can't we just tell the truth?
All right, well, I'm going to get her on the phone right now and get your second date update. You ready?
Ready.
All right, man, here we go. So excited to talk to a professional athlete.
You want his
Kevin,
signature
thank you.
later?
Yeah.
Hello,
Hey, is Jamie there?
this is Amy.
Hey, Jamie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
I'm okay, and you're calling me because
I'm calling you because you recently went on a date with a listener of ours, and he liked you a lot, but
Okay.
you actually sent him a text saying that you don't want to ever talk to him again. He's an athlete. His name is Kevin. He plays for the Seattle Sounders.
I'm not really interested in talking about that. So
Whoa. Okay. But can I tell Kevin why you think he's an a-hole?
because he's a skeezy guy.
Well,
What do you mean by that?
I was talking to my roommate, and I told her, hey, I met this guy, Kevin. He plays for the Seattle Sounders. Right when I say that, my roommate says, I made out with a guy last week, Kevin, who plays on the Seattle Sounders.
No way.
Are you serious?
Dogs.
I'm dead serious. And that's what I said to her. I said, are you kidding me? I described what he looks like.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, that's Kevin.
So you guys both made out with the same guy that plays for the Sounders. That's crazy.
The way it is, how I see it, is that this guy will just make out with anybody, and he's
Yeah.
just a total player.
Well, Jamie, some professional athletes can be like that. I don't know Kevin that well. I'm friends with a couple of the Sounders. I don't know Kevin like that, though. But I do know that he liked you a lot, and he wanted to see you again, and he was kind of shocked when you sent him that text message.
I know that he wanted to get in my pants. I know that he wanted to get in my roommate's pants.
Okay.
First of all, I think it's disgusting. And second of all, it's embarrassing for me.
Jamie, but can I ask real quick? Because you said that they just made out. I mean, you're single, you're dating, you haven't made out with anybody else in the last month?
I mean, I don't know every single thing they did. I didn't even really want to hear it after that. I mean, I got enough of the gist that I know that this guy is a total creep and that I don't want anything to do with him.
So you feel like he lives up to the rumor of how athletes just are players.
Dogs.
Pretty much.
Absolutely. He didn't do anything to show me otherwise. I already told him myself. I already told him to leave me alone, and I'm not interested.
I know, but he didn't know the reason. That's why he wanted us to call you. But now that he knows the reason, I think we're all good then.
How would he know the reason? I just told him I wasn't interested.
Oh, that's because he's listening right now.
Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
Oh, my God. Seriously?
Here's the thing. I really like you, all right? And obviously,
Yeah, you apparently really liked my roommate, too. You apparently really like any girl who's
Hey.
available and looks half willing.
Whoa. Hang on. Don't you think you're going a little far with this? You
Do I
haven't
think
even helped me out.
I'm probably not going far enough. I mean, you made out with my roommate. You made out with me in the span of a week. Who knows how many girls you're making out and sleeping with?
Okay, well, hang on a second. First of all, I didn't sleep with your roommate, and I didn't sleep with you. Second of all, I didn't know you when I met your roommate. It's not like I went out with you and then I went out with her the next night, and I'm like, no, but I really like you, but I was making out with this other girl. I'm trying to put myself out there. I actually really like you.
What I think is that you're just one of those athletes who just thinks they're the and goes around like they're the king of everything. You can make out with anyone. You can play with whatever girl you want, play with their emotions, play with their heart, and I'm not interested. I don't need that in my life.
You don't even know me. I'm actually a really nice, really sincere, really honest guy.
Yeah, Jamie, you don't know anything about him. All you know is that he plays for the Sounders. He's a professional athlete, and he meets people all the time and probably has had dates before.
And he's really honest, like he said.
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's all I know, but I just wish that, one, the whole situation wouldn't have happened, and that I guess that it would have just come out differently.
Yeah, and it's different, when you meet a guy like Kevin, who's a professional athlete. He's got girls throwing themselves at him, and maybe that's something you need to think about if you want to go out on another date with him. When you're in a high-profile job, women kind of do that. So,
I mean, like, if we were, like, in a committed relationship, I wouldn't want him making out with anybody else. Right. But, I mean, I guess that's...
And it sounds like Kevin, even with all this pressure from playing professional sports and having girls who like him, is interested in only dating you. That's what it sounds like to me. Am I right, Kevin?
Yeah, like, honestly, like, I thought you were cool, and I thought you were really cute, and I want to go out with you again. And, like, it doesn't matter, like, what I do or anything like that. Like, not to me, anyway.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess I could maybe consider it then.
You could consider it.
Yeah.
What if he wasn't a professional athlete, Jamie? Could you consider it then?
That's a weird question. I don't know.
I mean,
why does that even matter?
Let's say that Kevin worked at Home Depot and not the Sounders.
Jubal, what is wrong with you?
Kevin, why are you getting so upset?
Yeah, dude. It's just a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, I call you for help, and, like,
Wait. Do you work at Home Depot?
I never said that, Jamie. Never said it.
Wait, do you play for the Sounders?
Well,
No. Do you play for the Sounders?
No, but listen, no, not exactly. Like, yes, right now,
After all this shopping, you're not even who you say you are?
Oh my God, would you hang on a second? Like, this is what I've been trying to tell you, okay? This is why I wanted to go out with you again, to be able to tell you the truth. And Jubal was supposed to, like, help me do that because I wanted to be with you.
I'm sorry, Jubal didn't perpetuate your lie, you crazy...
It's not like that, okay? It's not like that. My buddies dared me. Okay, I did go to, like, an open tryout for the Sounders, and I hope to go again, okay? So it's not like I don't play soccer. But it's like I wanted to be honest with you and just tell you the truth. I had so much pressure.
Oh my God, you are so full of it. Can someone get this guy away from me? Not interested.
Not interested.
Not interested in dating the Home Depot liars.
That's a good nickname.
I think you're reading into things. I just threw out a hypothetical, said, what if he worked for Home Depot? That's all. That's all I said.
I'm sorry. So people who work at Home Depot are what?
Probably classier than you.
Amen.
What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living besides troll for professional athletes?
You are a crazy, crazy person.
Jamie, would you like a second date with Kevin? He'd love to see you again. I will pay for your second date.
We'll send you to a Sounders match.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'm seriously asking, would you like to go out with Kevin again? I know he would love to see
And
you.
I'm seriously telling you, no way in hell.
All right.
You were all good until you found out that I wasn't a pro athlete.
Kevin.
So you know what?
I don't think so, Kevin.
No.
She sounded pretty upset the whole time.
Whatever. No, you know what? Seriously, you guys, like, I tried to be honest. And, like, why do you think guys lie? Like, why do you think guys lie? Because they get this. Right?
No, dude, she never
try
had
to be open and you try to be honest and you get this.
Listen.
Because
You never
really,
tried to be honest.
Yeah.
What does Jamie want?
Kevin, I know you're fired
Jamie
up.
wants to fall over with her legs in the air for a pro athlete.
Kevin, I know
That is
I know you're fired up because you didn't get your second date. And I also know that I need to let you go and get off the phone. I want you to use that passion on the field today. Get to practice. All right, buddy?
Yeah, all right, go yourself, Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
If you're just tuning in, we've got David on the phone. And David made a pact with a girl named Lib back in high school that if they were both single by age 30, they'd get married.
Yes.
And fast forward about a decade, they're 30. And the other day, they reconnected and went out on a date. David even brought along the school yearbook with the signed agreement inside. But he's not sure if Lib saw the pact in there. So
I think she did.
Of course she did. He showed it to her twice.
Yeah,
I
twice.
mean,
but it never
she
came
got
up in the
paid.
conversation.
I know, because it was on her gymnastics page.
And it's been kind of weird ever since then. Now, David, I know A lot's on the line here, but how about this, okay? If by the end of this phone call you don't get another date, how about you and Brooke make a pact?
Oh, that's cute.
cute.
I'm
Brooke
already,
loves the pact.
I'm already married.
If she's still married by age 50, she will sleep with you. How does that
We
sound?
all know that's very likely.
That is not. David, don't take me up on that, okay? I don't cheat on my husband.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah, sure.
Not yet.
David's scared.
Did
Are
we
you
scare him
scared,
away?
David?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
It's a good move. Don't say anything, David.
He's
Don't
writing
commit
up
to
a whole new
anything.
agreement into his yearbook now for you to sign. But, okay, we're going to call Lib here in just a second. But just so you guys know, I don't think I'm going to bring up the pact.
I don't think
to
you
her.
should.
Yeah,
I
I think
really don't.
What?
Dave.
That's the whole
Well,
point.
David should be the one that brings it up. I don't want to ruin the mood and spoil this for everyone. Is that okay, David?
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, totally. We'll see what she says.
Okay.
Oh, this is it. Shooting star.
All right.
All right, let's find out. Let's call your future wife. Here we go.
No.
When you get her on the phone, just please don't call her that, though.
I can't make any promises.
my
We have to sign a pact before I
Dial
can
the
do
number.
that.
Don't
Dial
do
the
it.
All right, fine. Let's just call her.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Lib, please?
this is she.
Hey, Lib. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous right now. Hi, Lib.
You're nervous.
Hi.
Brooke's intimidated by another female presence, so don't.
That is not true.
Don't let
That
it
is
get you
not
down.
true.
She sounds so pretty.
We just have like the cutest reason for calling you, I think.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
So we're doing something called a second date. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not getting in touch with you, you can reach out to our show and we'll call them to try and figure out the reason why.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So somebody reached out to us about you, and his name's David.
Wait. So he reached out to you guys?
Yeah. He emailed our show because he told us the whole story about how you guys reconnected on Facebook and then you guys went out together. You went to a bar and hadn't seen each other in something like 12 years.
We really did have a good time. It was a lovely night.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I mean, I'm sure looking at the yearbook brought back a lot of great memories. Was there anything that you saw in there that like stood out to you?
Did he bring that up to you guys?
I mean, maybe. Like, was there like anything about the yearbook that stood out to you?
Well, I saw all of these pictures of an old crush of mine, one of the male gymnasts on my team. I was kind of looking at those pictures a little bit, and I hope he didn't notice. But
Oh my God.
Oh, there was a dude in the
Wait,
gym pictures.
when you were looking at your gymnastic pictures, you weren't looking at like your funny outfits. You were looking at some dude that you liked.
the outfits are so funny. But yeah, I mean, there was this really sweet guy on the team, and he was like our star.
Those pretty boy gymnasts always get all the girls back in high school. But, yeah, no, David didn't mention anything about your gymnast crush, but he is interested in hanging out with you again. Is that something that you would be open to?
I mean, I don't know, you guys. I think I might need some space, before I see him again.
Oh, man.
Why?
I like that
Why do you
word.
need space?
Disappointing.
Well, even though it was great seeing him and super fun reconnecting, over the last 3 days, he has DM'd me over 100 times.
What?
Whoa.
Oh.
In 3 days?
No.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. It was like a new message every hour.
All right, yeah, David did not mention that to us. And we also forgot to tell you that he's been on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. So I guess we both made oopsies over the last few days.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, I
Are
think
you
it's
serious?
okay. Yeah, it's okay. He needs to hear this.
David, you there?
Yeah. Hey, Lib.
Hi, David.
David, 100 DMs, dude, in 3 days?
Yeah, you're supposed to slide in her DMs, not surge into it.
Well, it was not 100 messages. It was maybe like 80, maybe 90. But, I mean, a lot of them were just pictures. They were scanned pictures from high school. So if I'm sending like 20 pictures, that
is counting as 20 messages. That's not fair.
Okay, it's just been really overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fun to go down memory lane and to be nostalgic. I really did have a great time seeing you again.
Well, that's
you know,
good. I mean, I felt that same way. And I mean, I know you're saying that, and I know you're
Yeah,
really busy.
obviously, David. I think your message is loud and clear, bro.
Well, I mean, okay, the truth is, and like Lib, you can attest to this, like we made a pact. I mean, we did. We said if we were 30 and not married that we would be together.
Okay, the tone of that was not right.
So it's like, you owe me.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up. That was from so long ago.
That was from 2 weeks ago. Like, we re-looked at it 2 weeks ago.
No.
When you wrote the pact, I think she's talking about David.
And did you hear her? She wrote it on her gymnastics page, like next to a picture of her actual crush.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how sincere. I mean, Lib.
Can you
maybe
take,
I'm wrong.
I mean, can you take stuff seriously when it's written in like rainbow gel ink?
Brooke, you were on my side.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but David, you DM'd her like 80 times, man. Like, there's a difference between like touching on like the relationship you used to have and trying to build a new one, and then just living in the past. Because that's what it feels like you're doing right now, David.
Okay, I have to ask this. This is weird, but have you been waiting for this, bro? Have you been trying to date all these years at least?
Yes, I haven't been waiting. I've been dating, and I'm
good.
very successful in business, and it's just kind of hard to find someone that doesn't want to use you, and that's why I'm reconnecting with Libby.
Okay, I just had to ask.
Lib?
Yeah, what are you thinking, Lib?
Oh my God, so much. Oh, David, I have so much going on right now. Like, I'm so busy all of the time.
All of the time. Every single second.
I mean, here's the thing, David. I think Libby is, I mean, obviously she values you as a person, as an old friend, and she's trying to let you down gently right now, man.
Brooke, that's not what I want to hear right now, okay? You were on my side, and your job is to call her and get her to go on a second date with me. Not break up with me. Like, we have a pact.
Break up? You're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
No, wait, which pact are we talking about? The one with Lib or the one that he made with Brooke before we made the call? Which pact are you referring to?
Oh my God, that was a joke, okay? Now I'm starting to worry because he's taking these packs seriously. That was a joke, David.
All right.
He's writing the date down right now.
Well, let's just focus on Lib, okay? Lib, I need to ask you, would you be willing to go out with David one more time? We will pay for that date.
Yeah.
What about this? What if we change the pact? Can we say 40 instead of 30?
10 more years?
Another 10 years?
You want to make an amendment?
I don't know what's going to happen.
Wait, are you saying that because you actually would think about marrying him in 10 years or because you're just trying to be nice?
I don't know where life's going to take us. I mean, I never thought I'd be where I am today, you know? And, David, I really did truly have a good time with you. But I'm willing to extend the pact a little bit if...
It's like a contract extension.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's almost like she's stringing you along at this point, David. Are you going to take this?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take it.
Okay.
Hey, there
You're
go.
good with the contract extension.
All right. Well, is it a successful second date
I don't
update?
think so.
Okay.
I just think it's just putting off another really awkward phone call in 10 years. I hope we're not doing this show anymore.
Okay, David. Well, you didn't get a second date, but you did get
a notarized marriage pact.
Yeah. You got 10 more years till you end up with your dream girl.
Well, thank you, guys. Except for Brooke, you turned on me.
I couldn't help it, man.
Seen it happen on pretty much every cheesy sitcom since the 1980s. Maybe that's why it became so popular in real life.
What?
Where two lonely singles make a pact saying, you know what? If we're both still single by age whatever, then how about you and I get married?
Yeah, I did that in kindergarten.
I did it too, and I was like, when we're single at 21, let's get married.
Yeah, when our lives are almost over.
I thought at 14 that 21 was really old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the ultimate diss because it says, you know, I'm really desperate right now, but I'm not that desperate.
It does say that.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Give me 20 more years and maybe I'll sink to this level.
I mean, will you be my last resort?
I have a shot, but we all know you're single
Right.
for life.
So today we have a guy on the phone who made that pact with a woman way back in the day. His name is David. What's up, David?
Hey, how are you guys?
Very good.
Hold on. This is cute, but you're really taking this pact seriously?
I just wanted to see if she's serious about it.
Okay. I see.
Well,
I see how it is.
We'll get to the pact in just a second, but first, how long has it been since you last spoke with your future wife?
Oh, don't say that yet.
Well, okay, I'm jumping to conclusions. How long has it been since you spoke to her?
Well, it's actually been almost like 12 years.
Whoa,
wow.
dude. Wait. Before we go further, what's her name?
Well, her name is Libby, but she goes by Lib.
Liv? Okay.
Okay.
And did you guys make this pact in high school? Is that 12 years ago for you?
Yeah, actually, we were really, really good friends, but I was super shy and I don't know, I was really insecure, so I never asked her out, but we kind of always had a thing between us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
At least on your end, you had a thing between you. On her end, she probably didn't even know.
That's not true. She actually wrote it in my yearbook, so she's the one who wrote it.
Oh, she wrote the marriage pact down. Did you guys prick your thumbs and then sign it with blood?
Oh, bro. Jesus.
No?
What kind of school did you go to?
I mean,
Cutting fingers?
I see what Brooke's saying.
else did
She's
it?
saying, did you get it notarized?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not binding.
Oh, come on. It's actually really cute.
It is.
It is. So this was her idea, and now it's been since high school, since you last spoke to her, and how did she come back into your life?
Well, we always were Facebook friends, so
Yeah.
whatever. We just kind of were peripheral with each other. But then I realized, about a month ago that she was single because she was in a long relationship for a while.
I realized it. I mean, I wasn't stalking her page or anything. Or refreshing it every couple
as
weeks.
of 3 hours ago,
Yeah.
she's not in a relationship.
Okay, so did you reach out to her, or did she reach out to you?
I DM'd her and then we were just talking and then I got the courage to ask her out. I straight up just was like, hey, this could be a thing.
That's so cute.
All right, nice.
Good job.
Oh my God, where'd you guys go? What'd you do? Tell us everything.
So we just went to this little divey bar and we had drinks and it was so cool. We both were just smiling. We were really good friends for 6 years.
Aw, that's so cute.
And it's so
That's
nice
cool.
to be out with somebody on a date that you still feel that comfort with, right?
Yeah, like you didn't skip a beat.
No, and you
Yeah.
can just be yourself. I mean, I'm assuming that's how you felt.
Yeah, it was really, really, really nice. And so anyway, we ordered apps and stuff and I actually brought our yearbook, our senior yearbook.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you brought it.
bold move.
Yeah.
Was she into that?
Well, yeah, she really liked the yearbook. It was fun to reminisce. She was really popular, so she was in a lot of pictures. And
Was there romance on the date though too, or was it just nostalgia?
yeah, I think so. We were laughing, and I feel like there was some old sparks definitely that popped up for me.
Okay.
The only thing that I'm confused about because I just couldn't read her is we got to the page where the pact was because she was a gymnast, so it was on her gymnastics team page. So there was a lot of memories for her, but she also wrote there if we're both 30 and not married that we would get married. So
Oh, man.
when we got to that page, it got a little confusing.
Really?
Why confusing?
Yeah.
Well, she was smiling and laughing extra on that page. And so then part of me was is it because these are some of her best friends and there's just goofy pictures of them? Or is it because she was reading the pact?
Oh.
Okay. So I mean, it was a positive. She was putting out positive vibes no matter what.
Well, laughing.
Well, she was definitely smiling and kind of laughing, but I didn't want to bring up the pact because I didn't want it to be this is the reason I brought you here. The reason I brought the yearbook.
Yeah, because that'd be creepy.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, how old are you? Just kidding. I know you're 30.
Yeah. So did it come up? Did she see it?
I mean, she definitely saw it. It didn't come up because we kind of just flipped the page. But then later she had mentioned something about gymnastics, her uniform. So then I pulled out the yearbook later, and we opened it up to that page again.
Oh,
no.
Now we're getting into the weird
I feel
zone.
like that was play-on. Was
Yeah.
that play-on?
It was bookmarked.
Well, she's the one who was talking about her uniform, and we were going back for reference. So
You're weird. There's a picture of it right here next to this sentence.
Yeah.
About marriage
I
or
can't.
something.
Yeah, what does that say? I can't read
Look
it.
how good your calligraphy was back in the day. So it never came up then.
it never came up, and obviously I wasn't going to bring it up because I wasn't,
Well, right, and you gave her enough opportunity for her to say something. I mean, what did the night end like?
Well, it ended with a hug, which is fine. I'm cool with that. So it kind of.
I'm cool with that.
You're not. Fine. I'm fine. Have you guys ever kissed in the past, or would that have been your first kiss ever?
Her photo in the yearbook doesn't count.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, technically, we were both in a play in 10th grade, and we kissed then.
Oh,
that hot drama kisses that are
All
so
right.
awkward. This is interesting.
Yeah.
This is very weird.
So what's happened since that night ended? Have you reached out to her again?
I mean, I have, and I haven't heard from her. So I don't know because she travels a lot for work. So I don't know if she got weirded out or she's ghosting me or she's truly just busy.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I can't read this one.
This is an exciting one.
It is exciting.
There's a lot on the line.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
So
It's
let's
so
play
creepy.
a song. We'll come back and we'll call Lib for you and try and get you your second date. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Hold on.
Second date update.
We have a guy on the phone right now for a second date update named Trent. And Trent got a text from the girl he went out with that would put fear into the hearts of single men everywhere.
Oh, no.
She texted him and admitted, "Trent, I'm late."
Oh, no.
So,
Crazy scare.
Wait, that's what you guys go to?
Don't answer.
Trent,
Block.
I
Do not
mean,
reply.
congratulations on the new addition.
What?
But, wow, what a way to start a relationship. I mean, I know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, my God. Now he's denying he's the father?
Yeah, I mean, you knocked her up night one? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what your producer told you, but that's not the case at all.
Oh, my God. It does sound like you're having a panic attack.
It says that you got a text from her that said, "I'm late."
Yeah, I got a text that she was late because I was at the restaurant and she hadn't shown up yet.
Oh, that kind of late.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Jeffrey.
You needed to be more clear in your email,
Did
I
he?
think. I mean, that's where my head goes.
How late is late?
So she was about 45 minutes late, but I was starving. I kind of ran around all day. So my move was to order a dinner and shovel it in quick before she got there. And
That's a move. That is definitely a move.
Dinner?
No, wait, before we get too far, wait. Before we get too far, what's her name?
Danny.
Danny. And how'd you meet her? Is she an online date?
Yeah, I met her on Tinder.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Go back to your shoveling food in your face.
So she was going to run about 45 minutes late. I got there about 15 minutes before we were supposed to meet. So I thought, for sure, I can get 2 meals in because I was starving. I didn't eat. So I ordered a chicken parm. I didn't get any pasta. I just ordered the chicken parm.
What?
And I'm in the middle of shoveling it in, and I'm like, I'm almost done. And she walked in.
Oh, my God. Why did you even risk it? Go with an appetizer like a normal person. That's what they're for.
The appetizers never fill you up. Oh, God, I was starving.
You could have just rescheduled for another day if she's going to show up an hour after you. Like,
It was like 45 minutes, but it was fine.
Wait, what did she say when she sees an almost finished chicken parm on your plate?
She was a little bit taken back. She was like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I knew you were going to be late, so I just wanted to get a little snack in me before you got here.
It's a whole dinner plate.
And she's like, that's like a dinner. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm okay. I can eat again. I'm starving. I didn't eat all day. So she kind of blew it off, and I kind of was like, gave the waiter back the plate, and then we kind of started and got a glass of wine. And
Let's try again.
So how did second dinner go?
Good. I had a risotto with some scallops.
Oh, my God. You really honestly ate another meal?
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of risotto, but I did enjoy the scallops.
That is, I will say, I'll give you props. That is dedication to the date because I'm not even a woman who like worries about like ordering a salad or whatever. But it is weird to sit down and eat with someone who's not going to eat. Okay.
Also, are you rich? Because 2 dinners, that's expensive, dog.
Yeah, she had to pick up the tab.
No. I picked up the tab.
All right. So tell us about Danny.
Yeah.
What's she like?
So she's awesome. You know, it was a little bit awkward at first. But
Yeah.
She had this great hair. It like bounced.
Just one of the hairs was great?
No. The whole head of hair was good.
That's nice.
I think that's awesome.
When she moved, like it looked like it was like in slow motion or something. It was pretty cool.
I've always been jealous of those people for sure.
Yeah, it was like bouncy. Like you heard music when she was moving her hair. I was like, wow.
It's like a commercial.
And that's a really nice compliment too. Like a woman would appreciate a compliment like that. Did you tell her?
Yeah, no, I told her. Like, her hair has a really great, cool bounce to it. I told her straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, like a basketball head. It's really bouncy.
Well, I mean, so far it sounds like the date's going great.
Yeah. So we had dinner, and I was like, do you want to go? We were going to go to, like, another bar and just have a drink. And she was like, well, I kind of have to meet some friends. And I was like, kind of stinks, so I just leaned over and kissed her.
Ooh.
And then after I kissed her, she was like, well, maybe we can have a drink.
Oh. Dang.
That means you're a good kisser, bro.
Ooh, that means that there is chemistry between you two.
My lips don't lie, I got some good lips.
My lips don't lie.
Probably still some had risotto on there. She was like, yeah.
I had scallop and risotto breast, but she didn't mind.
Good for you, Trent.
What'd you guys do?
We decided to just, we were going to go back to my place and just have a drink.
Oh.
And then she was like, oh, I kind of feel bad. I blew off my friends, whatever. And I was like, all right. It was our first date, so I didn't want to push too much. And I was pretty happy that we kissed, and I got her back to my place. So I was like, this is going to work, eventually or soon.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm going to go meet up with my friend. And then I was like, well, let's get together again. She's like, absolutely. And now I'm out in Never Never Land, and I haven't heard from her.
What?
That is crazy.
That sounds great.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe because the 2 dinners, but I thought we got past that, and then I brought her back to my place, so maybe it was messy.
You have to be really dirty to turn a woman off.
I get girls at my place.
Moldy dishes dirty.
No. I got a dishwasher. No.
Okay.
All right, so how many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
3 or 4.
Dude, that's a bummer, too. Like, I want you to have another date.
Yeah, me too. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. Maybe you can squeeze a meal in before we come back.
I will.
And
I have
then
some hard-boiled eggs on me.
perfect. All right, stuff them all in there, and then we'll call Danny for you and try and get a second date update, okay?
Perfect.
All right, hold on. If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, we've got Trent on the phone. And Trent's pretty much the manliest dude we've ever had on this show.
Really?
He can pack away 2 dinners in a single sitting. He appreciates a good bouncy set of hair. And he can make a woman ditch her friends with one steamy hot kiss.
That's true.
When you put it that way, Jeffrey, you bring up very good points.
Right? I can practically smell the testosterone coming through the phone, Trent.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
It smells like a T-bone steak deep fried in motor oil.
That sounds lip-smacking great.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there it is.
There's too much chest hair in this room for me to handle right now. Hey, Trent, what do you think it is? Why do you think she's not calling you?
It can't be the double dinner because she came back to my place, so she got through that. But, I mean, I guess my place must have had to have been dirty or something. I think that may be why.
I think you're right. I mean, it wasn't the kiss.
Yeah, but there wasn't another kiss after that. Not a good sign.
It's very confusing.
Okay,
so
let's find out.
Yeah, let's figure out what the real answer is. We're going to dial the phone number for you right now, okay?
Great.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Danny, please?
This is she?
Hi, Danny. My name's Young Jeffrey. I work on the radio.
Brag more.
Well, I'm just trying to give her some context. It's a radio show.
Hi, Danny.
I'm sorry, what? Who is this?
Sorry.
Well, we do a radio show, Danny, and we have a listener who knows you.
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'll explain. We're doing something on the show called a second date update. Basically, if you go out on a date with someone and that person isn't calling you back, we'll give them a call and try and figure out a reason why.
Weird, but whatever.
It could be a really good thing, Danny.
Because we're calling on behalf of one of our listeners named Trent.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That's not good.
Wait, so this is the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just catching on now.
And Trent contacted us, and now we're contacting you to figure out why you're not calling him back.
Did you like him?
You know what? I feel like really weird right now. Do I have to do this?
Yes.
No.
Legally, you're obligated,
you
or
answered
we
the call.
will sue you.
He's right. You answered. You gotta say it.
You don't have to do it, but you've got to look at it from Trent's perspective. Like in his mind, you guys went on an awesome date. You shared a fantastic kiss, and then he thought for sure you'd be hanging out, and all of a sudden you're ghosting him.
Is there a reason that you're doing that?
Yeah, I just don't want to embarrass him.
Oh, he's fine with that.
You know, why would he be embarrassed?
Well, because I don't know if he knows what I saw.
What you saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I liked him. I don't know if you know what we did,
I don't know if we know what he knows that he told us that we don't know.
Okay.
But I know that we want to know.
Yes.
I mean, I think, Danny, what you need to understand is Trent listens to our show, and he knows that sometimes there's, like, embarrassing information that's revealed during our second dates.
Right.
So he's prepared to hear whatever.
I mean, I liked him, like I said, and, I mean, we kissed, but I saw something at his place that I don't want to talk about. It was really scary to me.
Scary?
Yeah, it really freaked me out. And
You have a ghost?
A ghost?
Well, usually if I go back to somebody's place, I excuse myself to the restroom first so I can scout it out. It's sort of like what I like to do. And not that I'm a snooper, but it's just important for me to get like the lay of the land and get to know like, okay, what's this person about?
What kind of medications are they on? What diseases do they have?
Yeah, for sure.
So you snooped and you must have found something.
What'd you find?
I walked by his bedroom, and he had 3 tripods set up around his bed.
Like cameras?
Yeah, like tripods for cameras. Like it was some really, really, really freaky.
Yeah, set it up around his bed?
Yo, 1 is a lot.
So I was just like, you know what? Let me get the F out of there. Because I don't know if it's like he's involved in like the adult film industry or whatever, but...
And what, that would be a turnoff to you?
Yes,
yeah.
Well, I
But
don't know.
my girlfriends were like, run.
Yeah, I agree. I would tell you to get the hell out, too. 3 tripods?
Even weirder, what if it isn't kinky? Like, what else could he be doing in his bedroom?
Exactly. I'm like, why do you have 3 tripods? So it just, I was like, I'm not into freaky weird like that, and I'm out of there. So I was really polite, and I got out of there.
I don't blame you at all.
Well,
dude, come on.
Don't you think there could be an explanation?
I don't even need to know it. It just freaks me out, and I'm like, nope, that's it. That's the end of that.
All right. Well, Danny, maybe you don't want to know, but I know everybody in this room wants to.
Man.
I'm just going to tell you that he is on the other line listening, and...
Hey, what's up, Danny? It's Trent.
Oh, my God. You have been listening? What? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Trent, this doesn't help your case at all, I will say.
Start explaining, Trent.
Well, it does sound really odd the way she put it, but I mean, I didn't say anything to her, but...
Do you really have 3 tripods set up around your bed?
Let me explain.
That's a yes!
Yes, I do, but can I explain, please?
Sure.
Okay.
No, I think that's really weird. And it's so weird you did... Why am I on the f***ing radio right now?
Danny, I think we need to hear him out.
Yeah, I don't want to talk over everybody, so...
You mean like the porn star director? Yeah, no thanks.
Hold on. Go ahead. It's your turn, bro. Trent.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, if she asked me or looked specifically at the things, one camera's pointed at the alarm clock. One camera's pointing at the light. One camera's pointing at about the area where my head is, where I sleep, because I'm doing a documentary on sleep.
Oh, come on.
So a porn guy wouldn't have a camera pointing at a clock or a lamp and then a pillowcase.
Oh, yeah, you would know, wouldn't you, Trent? You know exactly what a porn guy would have.
Well, hold on. That does make sense.
You just automatically believe him?
So if I was filming movies, would I want to bring her back to my house?
If you're filming adult movies, that's exactly why you would want to bring her back to your house.
Oh, God. It's not the case at all. I'm doing a sleep study, and I'm filming it. It's like my own documentary.
Oh, that whole time we were talking, and I was asking, like, what else are you involved in? What else do you like to do? And you never once said, oh, I'm doing a docu-series on sleep patterns or whatever you just said.
Because it's just not really something I talk about. It's a little odd.
He doesn't want to brag.
No, I mean, I will say, okay, Danny, to his credit, I will say he came up with a reason for it immediately. He didn't have to stop and think about it. Trent, can she see any of your work that you've done?
Yeah, I have like the last 30 nights of my sleep. I mean, it's pretty boring, but I mean, we have to cut it all together and stuff. But...
Well, yeah, the first part of those things usually are boring, but then the pizza guy comes, and then the documentary gets real interesting.
The date comes back, and all of a sudden... Oh, this is your place?
Danny.
Yeah, I don't really know if I get that or buy all that.
Danny, listen, I'll show you the project. Like, I'm not the pervert like you guys are portraying me to be.
Yeah. Danny, he'll show you his project if you show him yours.
That's not what you mean.
Jeff is not helping.
So, Danny, I think Trent does sound like a pretty legit guy.
I think everybody in this room believes Trent. I think that you need to give him a second shot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure about this.
Well, maybe you should watch his porn actor docuseries and you can tell whether or not you want to do it.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm out.
No, he's joking. Jeff's joking.
Stop,
Jeff.
Okay, I
Danny.
can't stop myself. I'm just too dang funny.
Stop. Danny, it's a sleep documentary. Come on, if Trent emails you the link to see whatever boring video he's doing, he's obviously not making money for a reason, okay?
All right. If he sends me the link and if it's like on Vimeo or something and I'll watch, if that's what he's really been doing.
I can do that.
So if you're willing to, we will pay for you guys to go out on a second date, and you can watch the documentary together.
I will watch it and then I will decide if I'll do the date.
Oh, okay. But if the documentary goes well, we want royalties off that thing.
Gross, do not give me any credits in it. I don't want any credits.
I'm trying to sleep. Let's do this.
I want a guest appearance.
No, Danny, I really want you to watch the film.
I'll give it a shot.
Trent's probably freaking out right now, thinking like, damn, I got to get home and film myself sleeping for 3 hours so I can send it to her.
Right in the middle of a second date, and if you're just joining us, Deanna is on the phone, and she wants to call a dude named AJ. They actually are in college together. They met in a study group, and then they had their first date at Panera Bread. She said she enjoyed it a lot, and then they made plans to go out to a party. She got all ready to go, but he never texted her. Also, to make matters worse, they have their class tomorrow, so she's probably going to see him, and she wants to get this all sorted out beforehand. And Deanna, I really hope this works out for you. I do.
I do too. I really had a good time with him. I like him. I think he's a good guy.
I hope, in a few months you guys hang out and then you're calling home from school to talk to your parents about a pregnancy scare or something like that.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a pregnancy scare in your future, and I think it's going to start right here. So I feel good about this.
Thanks.
Why aren't you angry at this guy? I'd be pissed.
I am. We definitely have to talk about this. It was rude for sure, but I'm open to understanding what happened.
All right.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out for you, okay?
Thanks.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this AJ?
Yeah, who's calling?
What's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I don't know what that is.
It's a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, okay. Why are you calling me?
That is a good question. I'm calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Wait, me specifically? You sure it's the right AJ?
I'm pretty sure it's the right AJ. Is this the AJ that went out on a date to Panera Bread with a girl named Deanna the other day?
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep, that's why we're calling.
Wait, do you know that from the email? How do you know that?
I know that because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So Deanna emailed us because she told us you hung out, went to Panera Bread, and you were supposed to pick her up to go to a party, but you never texted her.
That's kind of weird. She emailed a radio station about our date?
Yeah.
I think it's more weird that you left her just stranded, man. Why would you commit to something and then not follow through? Even if you weren't going to go to the party with her, why wouldn't you just shoot her a text and say, hey, I'm so sorry, it's not going to work out?
I'm not really comfortable talking about the details of our date on the radio.
Well, when you say the details of your date, it doesn't sound like you guys really did much.
Right, you were at Panera Bread.
Yeah, we talked and it was okay, but I don't want to air out her dirty laundry or anything, but it freaked me out a little.
She freaked you out? Well, all right, if you don't want to air out her dirty laundry, when we do this segment, everybody who agrees to do it knows that they might hear something that they don't want to hear. So she has agreed to have her dirty laundry aired.
You're 100% sure it's fine? I have class with this girl.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure it's fine. We've done thousands of these things at this point, but she knows that she could hear something that she might not want to hear.
Well, we were at Panera, just chatting, regular date stuff. But then she mentions that this is her first date.
Like ever?
Yeah, first date ever.
So what? She's in college. It's not like you're talking about a 45-year-old woman.
But still, what? How has she not been on a date?
Ever, yeah, I know. It's kind of surprising.
Something wrong.
No, there is not anything wrong. It could just be that either she didn't meet somebody, maybe she's been really shy, maybe no one's ever even asked her.
Do you know her excuse for that being her only first date, AJ?
I don't know if she has an excuse or not. It's just in my experience, I don't like going on dates with girls who've never been on a date before.
Why?
Well, from my experience, afterwards they get really clingy and attached. I guess they over-romanticize me or something. But, I'm in college. I'm not ready for that kind of commitment, and that much clinginess.
You say, in your experience, have you had a lot of first dates with people who have never had first dates before?
I mean, I guess back in high school, people are younger, don't really have that kind of stuff in their wheelhouse yet.
Okay, wait, hold up, though. I feel like you're throwing out a huge stereotype about people who are dating virgins, basically.
Well, actually, she could actually be a virgin, too, if she's never been on a date.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's
don't
not
go down
bad,
that road.
You guys.
Yeah,
For all we
no.
know, she's like 19 years old. Give these kids a break.
I'm just saying,
like,
don't be her first, because it's the
my God.
worst. Like, it's not
Okay.
only worse in the moment, but then
Listen.
after you have to deal with the aftermath of being her first. It's not fun. I agree with you on that, AJ.
No, all of you. That is awful. AJ, what did she do on your date at Panera that made you think she was clingy, besides just telling you it was her first date?
Really nothing much. She just seemed very excited for a first official date. And that just, gave me flashbacks to other first dates. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go down this road.
So why blow her off then? Why not, at least tell her that you weren't interested in seeing her again?
Well, it was just a first date. If I'd been dating her for a while, it would have been extra rude. But, once the semester's over, I might not see her again, so.
Wait, no, it's rude to begin with to make someone think that you have plans and then never follow through. Like, that's rude.
Well, I can't text her after her first date ever and say, "Oh, well, cancel." That would crush her heart even more.
Crush her heart even more than making plans with her and then leaving her to sit home and wait for you?
I don't know. Maybe she thought I got into a car accident or something.
What?
Maybe
What kind of alternate whole reality are you living in right now, AJ? Like, you need to be respectful and kind with other people's hearts, and you're not doing that at all, man.
I really don't know what to say to her because I just don't want to hurt her feelings.
Oh, that
Well,
must
AJ, I think we should give it a try. Don't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you better get sure because she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what? She's on the other line?
Yep, she's there. Deanna, are you there?
Hey.
Oh, hi, hi, Deanna.
Hey, AJ. Yeah, I definitely heard everything you said.
Oh, well, at least you know how I feel. I guess.
What?
That's just my experience in the past,
Uh-huh. You think I'll send you, 8,000 text messages or something after one date at Panera?
Potentially,
You really don't think very much of me, or it sounds like women and girls in general.
No, it's not anything like that. It's just my experience in the past with, girls that they're not as experienced and then they kind of think a little too much of me right away.
So you think just because I haven't been on a date that I don't have experience?
To be honest, I just don't know you that well, so I just...
Made a lot of assumptions.
Exactly. That's exactly what he did. He made a ton of assumptions.
Not having been on a date or been in a relationship actually means that I am much more independent than it sounds like you are.
I'm just in college, and I'm not really ready for something super serious, super quick, and meeting parents and all that stuff.
What?
It's just experience from my past. It's just stuff.
You think
I've
that
dealt
we're
with
going to go
before.
to Panera and then I'm going to be like, hey, you need to meet my family. I mean, AJ, I like you. I thought we had a really good time, and it's really too bad that you actually have so many assumptions about women that you're clinging to. And that you can't be open to other options, and that somebody actually is really independent.
You see what you said right there? You said you like me after one date. Is that enough information to really know that you like somebody? I don't know.
See, Deanna, you're being a little too clingy saying that you like him just after one encounter,
Totally. I mean, like, emotional intelligence is really clingy.
I am really not shocked that this dude was the dumbest dude in your study group.
Wait, what? What'd you say about me?
AJ, you were the one who wasn't getting it in the study group, and I was happy to hang out with you longer and make sure that you got it. And you did. You totally got it.
Oh, she's really proud of you.
Good job, buddy.
I'm not some idiot with drool coming out of his mouth or something.
Well, I didn't say that.
Another assumption.
Yeah, he kind of implied it. Oh, another assumption right there.
No, he was talking about you.
Yeah. You didn't get that?
No, he didn't.
I definitely thought that I liked you, and I did. I thought we were having a good time, and I was really open to dating you some more. But honestly, after this conversation, I think I know more about you, and this is not going to work.
Well, let's make sure and ask officially. AJ, would you like to go on a second date with Deanna? We'll pay for it. I know she just said she doesn't want to, but I'm hoping that she'll change her mind if you say yes.
I feel like she got really worked up over just one date and one,
Oh my gosh,
missed
AJ.
text. I think.
Do I sound worked up?
Clingy, but that signs of clinginess right there, being so worked up.
How are you
So
still
no,
sticking to
I'd
that?
say no.
The clingy girl just denied you before you were even able to say no.
Yeah, well, it's mutual.
Okay. Well, sorry, Deanna. No second date, but it sounds like that you're okay with that.
Totally. AJ, I know your deal. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you don't make assumptions about women in the future, though.
Don't worry, Deanna. One day there'll be a guy that's cool with your whole deal.
I don't think she's too broken up about it, AJ.
Oh my God, you're such a jerk.
I'm calling today's second date love with a side of broccoli cheddar.
That sounds delicious.
It does sound good. And that's because the girl on the phone to do a second date today spent her first date at the most romantic of restaurants, Panera Bread. Yeah.
It's amazing how all you have to do is say broccoli cheddar and we know exactly where you're talking about.
Doesn't get sexier than Panera. Especially when you're waiting for your food and they give you that little vibrating device to tell you when it's ready and it lights up and it vibrates and you just sit there for a few minutes and enjoy the vibration before you get your soup. What's up, Deanna? How are you?
Hello.
Oh my God.
What's going on?
Well, I wanted to tell you guys about what's been going on and see if you can help me.
Okay, so you had a romantic date at Panera Bread and you did something with a vibrating thing? I mean, that's how Jubal set it up anyway. What do you even call that thing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a vibrating
I just call it
toaster.
pleasurable.
Okay.
So tell us about your date.
I understand you are throwing shade at Panera, but I liked it. I'm in college. I thought it was a college-appropriate first date.
It is. I mean, and when you're talking about casual dining, it's pretty expensive.
It still is, yeah.
You know,
it's pricier than like Subway and stuff.
That's true, and he paid, so.
Nice.
All right,
Boom,
sweet.
there you go.
So tell us a little bit about the dude. What's his name?
His name is AJ.
And
All right.
where'd you meet him?
We met in a study group.
Oh my God. College kids still really do meet people in real life?
We do.
Yeah, was it a study group app?
No, but that's genius. We should make that.
All right, so what'd you like about AJ?
I noticed him in our first study group, and I thought he was interesting and funny, he was making people laugh or whatever. But I was getting everything in the study group. I felt really prepared, but I could tell he was struggling, and I was like, great, I can help him out and spend some more time with him. So I just kept staying, and everybody else was sort of falling off and leaving the study group, and it was just the two of us, and we worked together, and he was starting to get it, and we had a good time. We were talking and stayed pretty late, and then a few days later he asked me to have lunch.
That's so exciting. Were you so excited?
I was so excited. My heart skipped a beat, and I was really excited. And I mean, I kind of was conflicted because I actually did have class, but I decided that I really liked this guy and decided to skip class and go to lunch.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Free Panera, too. That's
Hello.
nice. So how was your date?
It was good. We talked about life and where we came from and, all those things that I feel like you're supposed to talk about on the first date. And it went really well. And he actually at the end invited me to a party that he was going to the next night.
So you ran home and tried on every outfit that you have in your closet and decided nothing was good enough, so you went to the store and bought something new.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely asked all the girls in my sorority what to wear, and we put together outfits. And so then the next night, which was the party, I was ready and waiting for his text with information, and I ended up waiting in my room all night for him to text, and he never texted
He
me.
never texted you at all?
No.
Oh, and I bet you look so good.
I felt really cute.
Yeah, that's like the worst. And then you have to explain to every single person that you live with, like, oh, why are you still home?
Exactly. They all helped me get ready, and then it just like never happened. It was so awkward.
And I'm guessing you haven't heard anything from him since either.
Well, no, because then the next day I texted him being like, what happened? Like, what's up? And he just never responded.
Why do you want to see this jerk again then?
The thing is, you have to make it seem like to him, like, well, I had other plans anyway, even though you didn't, and you ended up waiting the whole time just to save a little bit of face.
I know, something. And like what makes it even more awkward is we have class together tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask if you saw him since you guys are in that same group and everything.
It's like not even that I want something to keep happening. It's that I actually have to keep seeing this person. And so I want to get it worked out before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know anybody else who is at the same party?
I don't think so. It's a group of people that I'm not friends with yet.
So you couldn't get like a report on if he showed up alone or not?
No. Like, of course, I'm worried that he got there and hooked up with someone right away and totally forgot.
Right.
You don't have any idea why he would blow you off like that, though?
I really don't think I did anything. Like, we just met, and I've only been, like, very accommodating.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just keep thinking back to our date at Panera, which I feel like went so well, and I just feel confused.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and try to get an answer with your second date, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Nothing says a fun date like a Goofendorfer coffee table.
What?
Or a Lack shelf. Or a Gorfendugan couch.
What are you
talking about IKEA.
Ugh.
The best place to have a first date.
No way. I gave anxiety with the word IKEA.
Well, if your name is Craig and you emailed us to do a second date update, you love going to IKEA on first dates because apparently that's what he did.
No way.
What are you doing, dude?
No. Let me explain. So I met this girl on Tinder. Her name's Tammy. I thought she was really cute, and I kind of wanted to take her on like a different date than normal. So I was like, I'm going to be creative. I'm going to take her on an IKEA date. And IKEA's great. It's fun.
No.
Yeah, by yourself.
It's not. It's stressful. You can't find your way out of that place. It lasts for hours, and there's no alcohol.
Well, I mean, not if you bring your own.
Oh, so did you bring in some alcohol into the IKEA?
Exactly. Like a nice little flask. No one's going to know.
Oh, you did.
Smart.
You may have just turned me. I don't know why, but I feel like that would make it more bearable.
Plus, when you don't have to actually buy anything, it's actually a really nice experience because it's like this mansion that you're walking around.
Just a mansion full of particle board.
So how did you sell this to a girl you met on Tinder?
So we were chatting, and she kind of, raised how it was like she goes on a lot of normal, boring dates and how she's kind of over getting coffee, she was kind of bored with going to a restaurant. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to take you on like a fun date, like on a different date.
Okay.
And
I bet you she never saw that coming.
exactly, yeah. She just put up the challenge, and I tried to meet it as best as I can. I actually think it went really, really well because we met at IKEA, and we like started to walk around. And it's fun. We're like taking stupid pictures. We're like pretending to watch like the cardboard TV. We have like a pretend argument in the kitchen. It was like so much fun. It was a blast.
It's like performance art at IKEA. I bet that was fun.
Exactly. And we go and we have like the Swedish meatballs at the cafeteria or whatever, and like no one was there. And at the end, I kind of bought her fake flowers because they have like those flowers at the very end that you can get.
Cute.
And, yeah, it was cute. Like, come on, that's a good date, right?
Yeah.
Well, and it sounds like she was like in it. Like she was into this.
Totally.
So to me, you guys are a match made in heaven.
I mean, thanks.
Yeah. And you don't have to spend a lot on dinner. I mean, those Swedish meatballs are super cheap.
Yeah.
And they are delicious.
So how did it end? Did you guys go anywhere other than IKEA, or did your romance end right there in the IKEA parking lot?
Oh, no.
I mean, I just kind of walked her to her car and just said, all right, well, let's get together soon. She was like, yeah, I'd like that. And then I texted her like a few days later, didn't hear anything. And it's been like a week and a half now, I think, and still haven't heard anything. So.
And, when you asked her out again, did you ask her to like a normal, let's go get drinks at happy hour thing?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're asking if I want to bring her to Best Buy next time, no.
So why do you think she's not calling you back then?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she, like, went to all of her friends and told her that some random guy off of Tinder had took her on an IKEA date, and they probably all acted the same way that you did.
Yeah, maybe.
And we're like, what is that?
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, let's go over the steps to building the perfect relationship. Okay. Insert person A into person B.
Whoa! That is quick. That's a quick moving relationship.
Realize that person A doesn't quite fit into person B, so reevaluate and realize that you're missing a screw, and that's why you can't fit person A into person B, and then completely lose your and just who cares about the relationship anymore. That's at least how you build a relationship when it started at IKEA. Like Craig, who's on the phone for a second date update today. Craig actually took his date to IKEA. It sounds weird, but he swears they had a great time.
And I think it's strange because, like, she was into this IKEA idea, but maybe she was looking for more than just IKEA on that date.
Or, you know, maybe she didn't want to go to IKEA at all, and that was a really bad idea.
Maybe.
That is an honest reflection of what happened.
Maybe she just acted like she enjoyed going to IKEA with you. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what went wrong, okay?
Okay, cool.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tammy, please?
This is Tammy.
Hey, Tammy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What is that?
It's a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning. That's what it is.
Okay, why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because we do a segment on our radio show called the Second Date Update.
Okay.
You still sound confused.
I don't know what that is. I don't really listen to the radio that much.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Well, thank you.
A second date update, what it is where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay, and so one of our listeners emailed us about you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it just keeps getting better, doesn't it?
I'm going to say that you probably remember this date because it happened at IKEA.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, Craig is wondering why you're not calling him back. He told us about your IKEA date, and everybody in the room feels like you're probably not calling him back because he took you on a date to IKEA.
Oh, my God. I can't believe he called a radio station about this.
Well, he clearly doesn't make good decisions. I mean, he took you on a date to IKEA, and now he does this, so I can fully see how he'd call a radio station.
Yeah, I guess I can see that now.
I don't know, though. It sounded like from his description you were into it. Like, he said you guys were, like, pretend watching TV, and you enjoyed the Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool idea. It sounds like he already kind of told you a lot about it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he pretty much broke it down to us. Said you guys hung out there, watched the fake TVs, and even had a pretend fight in one of the bedrooms or something like that.
I love it.
We did. All that was fun.
Okay, well, if that was fun, then why don't you want to see him again?
There was a couple moments there that it went from being kind of fun to kind of weird and uncomfortable.
He didn't use one of the display toilets, did he?
Oh, my gosh, Jubal.
I've always wanted to do
No,
that.
he did not do that.
Okay. I don't know what could be worse than that, so what did he do?
Well, it wasn't as bad as that. I'll give him that.
Okay, good.
We went to different beds around the store, and the first time we got to one, he jokingly was like, "Oh, tuck me in. Tell me a story."
That's funny.
And the first time, it was cute, and, like, I did it, and he was like, "Talk to me in a mom voice." And so I did that, and, like, sure, it was a little weird, but, like, I was playing the game, playing along.
Plus, he could have gone the total other direction and been just a total perv the first time you got in bed.
That's true. That's true.
See?
And he did not do that. So I am thankful for that. But it's just that happened like 3 or 4 more times. Like each time we came to a bed, he wanted me to tuck him in and read him a story. And he was
he was asking for me to, like, when I started talking, if I started reading this story in a normal voice, he was like, no, use your mom voice. And
oh my God.
Yeah. Come on, to his defense, maybe he's just really bad at role playing and he's not very creative. So he saw that you thought it was funny the first time and he just kept the joke going.
Yeah, I guess so. But then he put his thumb in his mouth and it just was weird. It just got to be way too much and it was creeping me out.
Yeah, I can see that creeping you out even after one time, but over and over and over again. Read me a story, mama.
Yeah, no. It was weird.
I love how IKEA brought out his mommy issues.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I had to get out of there.
Well, then I probably shouldn't let you know that he's on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you, mama.
God, you're joking, right?
No, I'm not. Your little boy is listening.
Hey, Tammy, it's me, Craig.
Hey, Craig, what's going on?
Just listening to the story about your experience of our IKEA date. I don't know. I felt like the first time I did that, it was really funny and weird. I felt like you laughed really hard, and I do this thing where like I beat a joke to death, and I definitely did it this time. And I, I guess that is a little weird.
Even you admit it's weird.
So it was a joke and not some weird sort of fetish fantasy thing that you're trying to live out in IKEA?
No, not at all. Nothing like that. But it was me being awkward and thinking that you thought something was funny, and then I realized in retrospect, oh my God, that was so creepy.
Are you sure? Yeah, but like you wanted me to call you Craigie Poo.
Oh, Craigie Poo.
Yeah. Again, funny at the time. Now that I hear it again, totally creepy.
See, at least you can admit that it was really creepy, Tammy.
Yeah, retrospect.
I mean,
right?
I was on his side until the thumb sucking thing, and then I felt like that pushed it over the edge for me. But maybe you're more forgiving.
Craig, I had a really good time, but it went from like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, and it just got real creepy.
I know.
Can I be like super honest with you? Is that when I like someone and I think that something's going really well, I just get kind of nervous. And I think about 2/3 of the way through the date, I felt like we were really grooving. And when I get nervous, my jokes just go down the toilet.
When I get really nervous, I become a 2-year-old and suck my thumb in.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was really funny at first, and then I got really super awkward by the end. And you could probably tell because by the 3rd time, I let out that weird giggle that was supposed to be a joke.
Yep. I remember that.
Craigie Poo, I want to hear the giggle.
Yeah, Craigie Poo.
I don't think I could do it again.
Do you want me to read you a story?
I can't go down this road because I might try to be funny, and it's not going to work.
All right, well, I'll save you then. Tammy, would you like to go out on a second date with Craigie Poo? Now that you know it wasn't a weird thing and it was just a joke, we will pay for it.
I don't know. My friends gave me a lot of crap when I told them about the IKEA ordeal.
Oh, come on. He's the most self-aware weirdo that we've had.
That's true.
Come on, Mama Tammy. Come tuck me into bed again.
Whoa, what?
Is that Tammy talking?
Who's talking?
No, that was Craig.
Oh my God, that is Craig.
Craig, what?
I'm sorry, it's so weird. It is so weird.
Don't do it if you know it's so weird.
And it's so believable.
Yeah.
You sound like a girl.
No, it
sounded
sounds like a
like a
horror movie is what it sounds like.
That was the voice he was using that night.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm just trying to be funny. Please go out with me again. I promise I won't make any more jokes.
If you can come back from that, Craig, it's going to be amazing.
I promise. If you go on one more date with me, I promise.
No more Mama Tammy jokes. No more.
Oh my God! The hair on my neck is standing up.
Craig, I want to hang out with you because I want to hear that voice more.
Oh my God, it's so weird.
Tammy, what do you think? Will you go out with no?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not going out on another date with you. I have nightmares just hearing that weird voice that you're doing.
Oh, man.
I do too. I don't blame you.
Craig, I'm sorry. No second date for you.
That's okay.
Stop it!
Stop!
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hate it.
very appropriate text message in at 78592. All it says is WTF about today's second date update.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear it, that was taped while Brooke was still here. She's out on maternity leave, and of course, Jackie is filling in, and Jackie's jaw dropped when she heard this dude's voice.
Well,
So
it's
Craig,
like a helium balloon voice.
yeah, this dude Craig wanted to call Tammy. They went on an IKEA date. He thought it'd be fun to go to IKEA and walk
I think
around.
that's
and-
weird too.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. But the reason she wasn't calling back was because he kept getting into bed and being like, read me a story in this weird voice. And he said he was doing it as a joke. And then he actually did the voice that he was doing. And I understand why she wasn't calling back. Here's his normal voice.
I actually think it went really, really well.
Okay, and here's the voice that he was doing.
Come on, Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed again.
So creepy.
It's like a doll out of a horror movie.
Yeah. I'm going to hear this in my nightmares now.
Come on, Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed again.
That is so
Okay,
creepy.
it's creepy, but all kidding aside, he was just trying to be funny. Come on. Like,
Come
he
on,
was-
Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed
There's
again.
nothing funny about that.
I just think as a female, it would get old. First of all, maybe the first time I died laughing about it. That is hilarious. But then if he kept doing it, I'd be like, you're a freak.
Yeah, this guy has a weird fetish or something.
He wants his diaper changed, and Mama's not doing it.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you
Come
back.
on, Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed again.
Also, just out of nowhere, I felt like talking about it.
Oh, cool.
If you've been in a car accident, like you're driving along right now and you heard this,
Come on, Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed again.
and you just hit somebody,
Yeah.
well, don't worry about it. We got your back because you can get a hold of my friends at advocateslaw.com. It's 206-512-3555. The insurance companies are bullies, and they don't want to just give you the money. They want to just talk to you on the phone.
Come on, Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed again.
Say creepy things like that, but they don't want to give you the money. And that's where the advocates come in because they will help you and you won't be bullied by the insurance companies anymore. It's 206-512-3555. Just get in there and ask them a question because it costs nothing for a consultation and you don't pay anything unless you win your case. Like it's advocateslaw.com, 206-512-3555. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they've gotten over $100 million for their clients.
Come on, Mama Tammy, come tuck me into bed again.
And they'll tell you things like that.
Moving 92.5.